Dog won't play me. Dog would probably beat me anyway. Need an easier opponent like Zalay. Kappa. Zalay is probably better than Dog. Who's to really like evaluate that though? But they're both pretty good. I don't care what he plays. I'm almost done. Oh. I really don't want to play. Like, the idea is to not play ladder. But if he brings the same deck and we don't play a tournament format, then I am essentially playing ladder. Potato Machine Gun Princess lineup. Okay. Maybe a meme done by Zalay. Apparently Obsidian Shards the nuts, dude. Dude. He's playing this at rank 20 legend, man. Oh, I'm in the wrong game category. Leadfoot352 just subscribed for 15 months in a row. Appreciate the continued support, man. Alright, I'm gonna potato him.
Jane versus Valiera.
Watch your back. You asked for it.
Mana Worm, Archaeologist, Cancel Mage. I think are the cards I keep. I'm not really sure what his deck is. All I know is it spams Obsidian Shards. Chrono 117 just subscribed. Welcome to the Batcave Team thing, man. Appreciate the support. One draw of perfect, man. If we had that one turn sooner.
Truth is found in death.
He says the coin, so we want to play Spellbender.
I found it first.
Okay. I think trading's okay. It may miss 2 damage with some like fan plays, but 4-3 is pretty valuable. He may be daggering. We might have just lost 2 damage if he has dagger plus top deck South Sea deckhand. But I think in a lot of instances we gain damage this way. Where's StarCraft? I changed the category to game. It just maybe hasn't updated to Hearthstone yet. Takes a little while to update maybe. Definitely not trading with a 4-3 though. That's absurd. I guess the Punish is captain. Plays coin to test for counterspell. He's not counterspell. Wow, he's got all the answers. Punishes the mirror entity. His deck's pretty good at navigating against secrets. He's really avoiding taking damage, huh? Playing Edwin now, huh? This Hydra trading for his Edwin's probably good for me.
So many options.
How do you play against Raza Priest as a tempo deck? When I try to play around board wipes, I get OTK'd. Yet if they wipe me, I can just lose. Well, you have to extend into a point where if they don't board wipe, they lose. But if you board wipe, then you can reload. Or you have to try and read the hand and feel out what their options are. I usually open up a notepad and put a deck list next to it of a kind of standard Raza Kazakis Priest because they all run similar cards. And then every turn try and eliminate the possibilities of what could be in their hand based on what they've played. I don't want to take 9. Unfortunately, we didn't have a freeze effect for it. Troll decks have to hold a lot of cards for a really long time, so you can get a lot of information about them.
We have many secrets.
Meteors are good. Blame Twitch for updating the title slowly. It shouldn't mention StarCraft anymore. It's been like 11 minutes since I changed it.
I wonder.
Ha! This guy's toast. Ha! This guy's toast.
My god, this guy has not played like any spells all game.
An incredible discovery.
I need some good board control. We have a lot of top ends still that we can hit. Lich King, double Firelands, double Arcane Intellect. I kind of count that as top end. It's not really top end, but it's like top end enough because you get additional cards. It's something to sink my mana into. Well, let's see who top decks bigger cards. We've gotten rid of both mana worms already. So really on the low end all we have is Frostbolt, double Medivh's Valet, Counterspell, Guarantor Mage. Everything else is big.
Flames consume
This is bigger.
I wonder.
What is he thinking about? He's trying to figure out what my secret is, maybe? Obviously ping his guy, try and set up the trade on it. Oh man, we're not out value in this garbage. He should just trade. My average top deck is not better than Karen. Alright. 10, 15. If we can get like a freeze effect, maybe we can push 5 twice and then draw a fireball or something. Get outs. He may have Leroy as his last card. We have to trade because we'll die.
Quickly.
Easy glyph into Pyroblast, man. My counter spells and spellbenders don't really affect anything in his deck, except maybe deadly poison. Firelands Portal. Frostbolt.
Excuse me, you
Not
are
a
on
Frostbolt. Man, what if it's just ice block? He just loses by playing the Hydra. Elemental Tempo Rogue's way better against Mage because they don't have nearly as many spells. Just lots of chunky minions. So it's a lot more difficult to, you know, secret mage him to death. I had 3 secrets that game that just did nothing. Not ideal. Potion Madness has some decent targets from what I saw. Tower 607 just subscribed. Welcome back, Cave Team thing, man. Appreciate the support.
Truth is found in death.
Okay. I think we can wait and get more value out of the Holy Smite later. Might even Queen Kazekis go 1.
This guy's toast.
Alright, we got more value out of it already.
Blood will flow.
We can still win. Setting this up so I can use it with Alkani is pretty cute. I don't really know what I want off the Kazekis yet, so I'm not really sure how to invest it. Probably one of the better pain targets in the deck. Sometimes they have Tar Creepers, which is pretty good to pain, but yeah, this is about the same. Pretty good for cycling with our gadgets in later on if we find that. And just in general being a pretty good card. We should just clear this. I don't know. He didn't play he played an elemental last turn, so he's gonna try and play Blaze Caller, right? Blaze Caller deals 5 damage, so we want to invest this and try and find a way to beat Blaze Caller. which is gonna be a 7/7. So we gotta kill a 7/7. Deal 4 to all. That'll kill that guy, but not quite the 7/7. But we can use this with it. We can kill a 7/7 if he plays it. And I think we should just gain armor alongside it. As long as he doesn't draw like Karen soonish, I'm pretty sure we can outlast him enough. Ah, wrong one. Plays Bone Mare and that thing, huh? It's kind of like taking Teal 5 except we're locked into playing Anduin. Not that we wouldn't want to play Anduin next turn anyway. It would have been sweet if it was Blaze Caller that he had selected instead of Bone Mare. That's nice. It's an interesting card to play going into my turn 8. But we have Raza and Anduin, so he pretty much just loses no matter what he does. We kind of high rolled this game.
The light has betrayed me.
Still gotta win with Rogue and Mage. The Rogue Mirror.
Valir versus Valir.
Watch your back. I always do.
We don't run any crabs or anything weird. We have Tar Creepers and Double Prince. 2 Shadow Steps. I want to more aggressively go for 1-drops and Princes instead of Beck Steps. This one's not as good as the other one, but it's nice to have in this matchup sometimes because healing's pretty good. Kept a lot of cards.
Truth is found in death.
Probably has Prince again. 3 games in a row him having on 2 would suck for us. Backstab Coin Edwin. One of those games, huh?
The Brotherhood shall prevail.
So
This guy's toast.
I didn't even realize I was a 4/4 until just now. I should have played that SI instead of the Tar Creeper. That would have been way better. Well, I want to play the weaker SI because it's probably going to die.
Job done.
Alright, I get to play dog next, man.
The pleasure is mine.
This guy's toast.
So in theory, if we keep trading evenly, I kind of come out ahead because I had Prince and he didn't. So we should just kind of win.
Truth is found in death.
Okay, well, ignore that. Now he has Prince as well, but...
I'm in charge now.
Here we go.
See now the power of the dark one.
Heal 5, deal 4, 9 health swing isn't that bad.
Too soon.
I'm in charge now. Aye, aye.
13 damage. Are we gonna win this game on damage? 2 Shadow Steps left. No Cold Bloods. I think the answer is probably no. There we go. Fuel.
Aye, aye.
Here we go.
Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum. Play it. Far left. Big man, right? It's got a Blaze Collar in there for sure. Does the copy get the +1/+1 buff? The copy does not get the +1/+1 buff. It's only a 5/5. There it comes. But it's not.
Here we go.
I need the buff. I want more stats.
Choose soon.
Maybe there's a 7-drop in there somewhere. It's not happy times. Five damage going into that 4/1.
Here we go.
Unfortunately, we can't play 2 cards in this turn. Two Shadow Steps. One of them would give me lethal. If he doesn't trade. Plays are getting read by your mouse movements. No, I think he knows I have Leroy because there's one card I would ever hold in all the situations that have been presented, and that only card could possibly be Leroy. Or Cold Blood, but I've already used one Cold Blood, and most people only run one Cold Blood. So, I don't think my mouse movements really have too much to do with it. But, you're right, I shouldn't touch the mouse at all. I shouldn't offer that as a possibility. Alright, well he has to win one more time, and I have to win with either Mage. I have to win with Mage and Rogue. Because for some reason he gets to bring a tier 1 deck 3 times, and I have to play 3 different decks. It's a weird conquest format thing, man. After this we play a real series, and we play against Dog.
Jaina versus Valera.
Watch your back. You asked for it.
Alright, we want to get Mana Worm, Arcanologist, and Kirin Mage. Having Kirin Mage is nice. Two SIs and have different. Yeah, that's true. I mean, I shouldn't touch my mouse. So I should take my hands completely off of it. Think about my play, then make a decision. That's my mistake. I also shouldn't read chat if I'm trying to focus on a competitive game. Let's get out of here. Kept a card that wasn't Prince. What do you keep if not for the Prince? It's very curious, right? Wasn't Shaku either. Kept like SI or Captain or Dark Reaper or something.
We have many secrets.
Backstab, maybe? I haven't really presented a good backstab opportunity. Just hard kept obsidian shard. Interesting. This format 3-3 weapons aren't good. Holds the attack on the Shaku. I guess it has a scale bane, maybe? Playing another secret, he knows we play Mirror Entity, so it kind of makes it harder for him to play Hydra on this turn. And if he has to check for Mirror Entity this turn, then play Hydra next turn, we can Meteor the Hydra. We may not even want to Meteor the Hydra, we can just freeze it multiple times. Backstabbing his own minion for the counter spell.
The Brotherhood shall prevail.
I think just handling that with Fireball is ideal. Freezing it and setting up a Meteor is another option. He'll place around the Meteor, obviously. I think I want to save these Frostbolts, because eventually he'll play Hydra, and then I will Frostbolt the hell out of it. So I'm going to try and be patient with him. And see if when I draw the game out, he'll have to play it eventually. We give him another random mage card, but sometimes that's the price of doing business. So I can freeze it now and then Firelands Portal it next turn. But I think I'll save the second Frostbolt. No, I have the Meteor just to be safe. So I can use the second Frostbolt. And then if we have to, we'll Firelands Portal it. If not, maybe we can glyph something. Hopefully he just doesn't Bone Merit. We don't have particularly exciting plays if he Bone Merits it.
you soon.
Okay. Unfortunately, we have no freeze. We could try and glyph a freeze, or we could take 11. Still needs to find 7. That's reasonable. Alright, you get a little lucky. This guy's curves nuts. It's just not enough. Well, GG. He wanted to play best of 5, but he wanted to play Prince 3 times. Seems odd. Alright, let's play an actual best of 5 with a ban. With the... not just playing against Zalae's Prince Rogue 3 times. That game's done. What is all these text things? That's from last time. Dog just got back from Japan, I think, or Korea, or wherever he was at. Japan or Korea, one of the two. I think he went to both of them. Not sure which one he just got back from. Alright, anyway. We have the same exact lineup. Alright, I'm playing Amnesiac after Dog. So, let's see. I don't really want to play against Rogue with my lineup. As we just saw when playing against Zalae, Rogue tore me a new one. I'm pretty okay versus Druid with most of my decks. I don't feel bad versus Druid with any of them. I don't feel good versus Druid with most of them, but I don't feel particularly bad. The Mage in particular feels really good versus Druid. So, I was planning on banning Rogue with this lineup. So. Dog's a rogue player too, so banning rogue seems good. He banned my mage. Interesting. Mage priority ban for him, huh? Oh, that's so weird, man. We both have priest and druid. That's so odd, right? Now we're just a machine gun princess. We're not a potato machine gun princess.
Anduin versus Jaina.
You asked for it.
The light shall bring victory.
What kind of mage deck does Dog play? I hate when they lead mage because I have absolutely no information about the mage deck. It could be a control mage, it could be an aggressive mage. I really don't know. Typically, Dog plays more control-y style mages, I would assume. So, mulliganing in a way that's good against that might be better. High size is no help in either. Silence is no help in either. The question is Radiant Elemental good enough to consider keeping? I think it is oftentimes better in the later stages. More importantly, we want to find card draw, Doomsayer, and that kind of stuff. Raza, Anduin, you know. He kept every card. But that's okay, because our hand is the nuts. When they keep every card, usually they have mana worms. Playing this guy out there is really nice. Oh god, Quest Mage. Ugh, this is such a bad matchup for me. But our hand is the nuts, so we may be able to still win. But our deck has about like 10%, 15% win rate against Quest Mage. So it's not terrific. Some might even say subpar. But you never know. Thanks for the mage deck, just went 11-1. Yeah, the mage deck has been performing really well for me. I've played it on 3 separate occasions for really long periods of time. I had over 70 games played on it, and every day I had over 80% win rate. So I think the deck's pretty solid. 3 3s are better than 2 3s at contesting, so I want to get that minion out there. He probably doesn't play either of these cards, so it's probably Barrier. I guess a barrier kind of helps me. Oh, every card kind of helps you when you have this going on. Is Quest Mage a good choice to target Priest and Druid? Yeah, Quest Mage is real good versus Priest. It's not as good versus Druid, but it's still pretty good versus Druid. I wouldn't say it's like the nuts versus Druid, but it's good. You win some games for sure, man. So we're just playing out to try and keep our 10%er here. To get the win with the Priest. He runs Frostbolt in his deck. A lot of players have been cutting that. Interesting.
Let the pain speak to me.
Bluff the Giants. I don't really want to play these until later. I don't want this to die more than I don't want this to die. Just in case it's like vaporize. Wait, can it be even? No, he hasn't even played anything that generates randoms. These are just cards from his deck. But the question is, maybe it's not even worth it to attack the barrier, because who knows if we're going to be getting chip damage through, but I think it is still like relevant to be able to pressure him with my board. So then hopefully we get this up and then draw our entire deck.
I hope you like my invention.
Random secrets.
Bring the pain.
Damage. Damage.
More souls. The light has betrayed me.
I don't really want to be able to get overdrawn super easily. There's still some important cards like Velvet in my deck. But the question is, maybe I want to risk it. Oh, let's get rid of this actually. Holy Smite can be better. I kind of let him know I have it by targeting it at him, unfortunately, but I think getting rid of one is okay. We are limiting our gadgets in Cycle though, so it's not free to, you know, avoid the risk of overdrawing. And we don't necessarily avoid it, we just lower it a little bit. So let's start doing this stuff with things really quick like. Damn it, it's from Glyph. Glyph secrets gonna get you. Okay, we can still do some stuff here.
Like to play with fire?
Need to keep the pyro alive. I don't think we want to trade into his guy. I can just push face with everything, right?
The shadows grow short.
Let's see. I want to take cheap, easy to play spells. Oh. Alright, next turn we can probably kill him. I should use Silence for another 4 there. But we can pop the first block next turn. His deck's starting to get mighty thin over there, so we're probably going to die pretty soon out of nowhere. Okay. I don't want to play any minions because I want to try and have his board be like populated. Nice. Just in case like he plays one more minion. Because if he plays another minion, then he can't actually go off with the whole thing here. So we can try and, you know, if he has to play Cold Light Oracle or something to find it, then he won't have the space, he'll have to kill off his own guys. I wish I had a Circle of Healing still heal this guy back up. Oh, nice. Killing all those guys. That plan's not gonna work. There's not really anything we can do here but hope he doesn't have it. There's no amount of armor that's really gonna save us. None of this does anything. So sure. Just play a bunch of things. We just kind of hope he doesn't have it, you know?
Someday I'll be just like you. Someday I'll be just like you.
He can draw a bunch more cards from his deck too with Arcane Intellect, so it's pretty likely that we are screwed. Oh man, maybe me playing minions made me lose because he's able to activate Shatter. Oh damn. That's actually something I didn't even think about. I might have just misstepped there and lost the game. And Molten Reflection. Oh, another ice block. I didn't get any armor gain out of this, but
Well played.
we can probably remove his thing and then so he's 4 fireballs. Okay. I was gonna say we heal back to full health with Priest of the Feast anyway. Alright, we won an unwinnable matchup. That's pretty sweet. Very fortunate. Now I have Rogue and Druid. Druid's gonna be a lot harder to win with than Rogue is, I imagine, because he seems to be targeting Druid and Priest. Just hit our 10% there. That's very fortunate of us.
Valera versus Tyrande.
Add some more text up here.
Watch your back.
Off to a terrific start in the series. The match. Feels good, man. I like having Shaku for sure. I don't think Deckhand's the highest impact card in the world, so we probably don't want that. Honestly, is playing Swashbuckler even good? It's probably better than passing on turn 1. We just want to go 1.3. Maybe mulligans everything. He's probably playing Big Priest. Because of the way he banned in the opening, it suggests to me that he's playing Big Priest. So... that can be a bit of a problem deck. I'd say we're favored against Big Priest, but Big Priest is always something that can get you. I had like a few, like the SI is better at pressuring, but I like him not being able to do anything on his turn 3 because he doesn't want to play removal on turn 4. His best play is Barnes, so slightly more awkward that he can't interact with it. And I want to play SI7 instead of Tower Creeper because it just has more offensive power.
Tonight, a tale of long lost worlds.
This is not good. Oh no, he's gonna get the revive for sure. When he revives Yashraj, we're dead. I don't think this is worth playing out.
I give up.
Well, we got a little unlucky there, but it'll be okay. We got lucky the first game to be able to beat the Quest Mage anyway, so we can keep our head up a little bit. He still has to get a win with Mage and Druid. So Quest Mage should lose to this a lot of the time, and Druid should as well. So feel good about that. I still think we're slightly favored in the series.
Valera versus Jaina.
You asked for it.
Watch your back.
We don't need backstab because there are no minions we need to interact from him. Scalebane's so good that I almost want to keep it, but I don't think it's good enough. Like, we need to be slightly faster than that, so I'm going to toss it back. But it's close. It's like such a powerhouse card. Ooh, having Cold Blood's really nice. We do know he does run Frostbolt, though. It's not in every deck of this nature, but it is in his. I'll open up with Firefly. Top decking the nuts. I think we might win.
The end is coming. Blood will flow. I knew it.
This is not very good meteor positioning. It's okay.
You want to cast a spell? I want to cast a spell.
Oh man. He got babbling bugged. Unlucky.
This guy's tough.
Yeah. All we want to do is just, you know, utilize our minions as efficiently as possible to punch him in the face. It's really hard into Potion. Potion is not played in his deck. I don't think it's correct to play around cards that are not in his deck. So I try and focus on the ones in his deck.
Hey, lights out.
But now I kind of have to play around Potion and cards not in his deck. But I'm not going to play the Edmund Van Cleef mainly just because I already have enough pressure, right? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I guess technically, if we don't play Edmund Van Cleef, we don't have lethal next turn if he does nothing. But if we get him down to 2 life, we'll be able to dagger him down over the course of the game, and that'll be winning the game anyway. Barrier. So let's get some Swashbuckler cards, yeah? Shall we? Make a nice beefy cleefy. That is a hell of a card. Holy smokes. Alright. Missiles does 9 face damage.
What to do? What to do?
Potion got us eventually. It just took a little time. beefy cleefy kill. Alright, we are up 2-1 versus the dog. We have left to win with Jade Druid, which is the deck he's targeting. So even though Jade Druid's a tier 1 deck, still no joke, man. When they're targeting it, it can be difficult to win, especially since I have like 2 Doomsayers in here and a Galaki Crawler. So we have some tech that is not meant for these matchups. On the flip side of things, I have double Mire Keeper, which is tech that is meant for these matchups, which will allow me to accelerate my mana quickly. But yeah, I am just looking for Wild Growth, Jade Blossom, Mire Keeper sort of stuff. Ramp and apply pressure very quickly. There we go. Wild Growth into Fangel into Nourish. That's the curve we want. You're not a Nourish. 3 capped. So he has the quest and 2 cards he wants. Cards that you keep as quest mage is like draw cards usually. Do you keep Doomsayer against Druid? Probably not. It's not the most helpful thing in the world. Captanos. Hopefully he panics at the Fandral. I guess that's not necessarily panicking, but kind of. He cleared it. I'm just gonna cycle this now and start progressing towards stuff and things. I may not have an opportunity to do it in the future because my hand is so clunky with the 2 behemoths.
I hope you like my invention.
So right now we have a 6, 7, 8, honestly.
The end is coming!
I'm gonna play it just to ramp the Jade count. It's gonna power up the next one. I think it's better than using Swipe to clear his guy, because protecting a 2-2 is not so good.
An incredible
This all is relying on that we hopefully hit card draw soon, because I am throwing away value, but I believe in my deck. This is a 2-2 instead of a 1-1. A 1-1 would have been sufficient here, ironically enough. Come on, man. I need Nourishes or Ultimate like now. Oh, he's gonna help us find him. Awesome. Heat Burst. Mire Keeper's not super helpful now. I'd rather play a 3-3 and a 4-4. He's probably gonna freeze our board for the next foreseeable future. But we just kind of hope he misses a freeze one turn, and then during that time we kill him.
I hope you like my invention.
I want to make board space for my bigger minions.
For the wild.
You want to cast a spell? I want to cast a spell.
I don't think we can win. He's gonna have to draw really bad, because he's already down to 9 cards. And we are not close to killing him. And he's able to make a freeze happen there, so he didn't even have to use a freeze. Uh-oh.
The land serves me. The land serves me. For the wild. Job done.
Maybe he doesn't have a freeze when we get there. He almost always has a freeze there. Because he didn't even have to use one last turn. He has so many freeze effects, he's throwing them at my face. Alright, we just want to cycle towards our other burn cards. We just launch this at his face.
Job's done.
If we can get like Death Knight or another ultimate, then maybe we can string together enough burn, but we only have like a few turns. I don't really care about milling cards.
An incredible discovery.
My hand is too full. The circle of life is over.
You can out armor him, man. Just need like 400 more armor. I'm gonna hold on to this because we have enough pressure on the board, I think. 11. Yeah. If one of these 5/3s connects, we're good. So I just want to save it to be able to, I guess, I don't know, add idols to my deck after I ultimate the second time if I use that for bursting his face. Might be silly though.
Someday I'll be just like you.
But it looks like we were just dead.
Someday I'll be just like you. Someday I'll be just like you. Someday I'll be just like you.
Alright. So it is 2-2.
You require my assistance?
And he has Druid left and I have Druid left. So it comes down to his aggro Druid against my J Druid or the J Druid mirror, one or the other. So we concealed these Doomsayers, he doesn't know about these, so if he's playing the aggro Druid, double Doomsayer is sick for aggro Druid, so we're actually not in too bad of a shape. As well as having Primordial Drake and all of that nonsense is pretty sweet. We have a Glocka Crawler in here too.
You win. I can rest now.
It's the final battle. It's the final countdown. Ba-na-na-dun. Ba-na-na-dun-dun. Ba-na-na-dun. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Protect the wild.
Nature must be preserved.
Ooh, Jade Blossom. Ooh, more ramp. Maybe he's Quest Druid, dude. Is he balling the Jungle Giants? Nah, he kept far left guard though, so it's like maybe.
For the wild.
We're gonna be able to rush out a really fast Death Knight. It's pretty good because Poison Spiders are strong against Druids. No Wild Growth. This isn't the dog I remember. Dog always draws Wild Growth. He's off his game because he's a little jet lagged. Okay, let's run in the Mire pursuit.
The land serves me.
I guess we're getting 1/5 spiders.
Life is over.
They're just pretty strong on the board in general, so don't want to overcomplicate things. Could have traded and went poisonous, and he plays Primordial Drake, and then I cry. Lich King's not a bad card. Oh. Draw last. I was thinking about maybe trading that in, but drawing's probably okay. Because I'm a little worried about his plague potential with his board state, so I think trading the 1/2 in might have been better. And then I second guessed myself and went with the rat that last second.
Look! Look!
Bright-Eyed Scout. This guy's deck is crazy. Uh-oh. You hate to see that. We don't need to silence it yet, though. We can silence it in the future. It is gonna be a little rough if he goes for Earthen Scales on that. So I don't want to just start pushing all faces. I still want to keep trading with his minions and respect that. I'm really disrespecting Plague, though. I'm wondering if maybe this deck even plays Plague. It probably plays Plague, right? It does play Plague. And it plays Earthen Scales. This is gonna make things harder. We can counter Plague his Plague at some point in the future. Should definitely Spellbreaker this. So I have to do that eventually. I want to be able to Ultimate Infestation it. I need to get through these taunts so I can actually trade with the minion and deal with the problem. Double swipe. It's the only thing that kills me is double swipe. Double swipe Death Coil. Well, that was a series. I got high rolled by Big Priest. I got high rolled by Bright-Eyed Scout Druid. Bummer. That is one way to lose. Barnes, Yasharaj, into 12-12. Alright, let's play Amnesiac. I don't know, man. Barnes is a silly card. Probably shouldn't be in the game. priest. My priest beats warlock, mage beats warlock, druid and rogue are both fine versus warlock. Happy to see warlock. Everything's okay versus druid and okay versus priest, so ban rogue. He bans my priest. Now you have mage, druid, and rogue versus warlock, druid, and priest. Makes sense. With the warlock lineup, you pretty much are always banning priest. So, not surprising to see Amnesiac do that. So, see if we can just burn his warlock out with some aggro mage, man. Opens with the priest.
The light shall bring victory.
You asked for it.
Manworm, Arcanologist, Kirintor Mage. Arcane Elect's like almost good enough to worth keeping. Fireball and Firelance Portal are some of the worst. The worst is like Lich King, Firelance Portal, and then Fireball. So we want to try and avoid those. He keeps 2. Boom, Arcanologist, that's how you do it. Manworm, Arcanologist, and we draw Kirintor Mage and win.
Is someone injured?
We did it.
An incredible discovery.
This is like Barnes Yasharging, man. That's what we're doing. We're dogging him. Giving him the old Barnes Yasharge mage treatment, basically. It feels good on this side of it, you know.
We have many secrets.
I don't think I killed that, do I? You can't really afford to use it to draw, so I think I can disrespect it. Like, him using a 0 power is kind of expensive, tempo-wise. And we got, you know, we got heat behind this. 13 burn, man.
I wonder.
Do you like to play with fire?
Moderately punished. Maybe we should have killed it. This went poorly. If we kill it, he doesn't draw the Potion of Madness, man.
Excuse me, you are on fire.
Yeah, we're still not in that bad of a spot. Surprisingly.
Surrender your will.
If that would have been Mirror Entity, that would have been sick. We have the Lich King, so we should probably play for board control. Pretty low impact card. Like to see that. Alright, we get a 1-3. Like to see that. Now he wants to use pain. Yeah, he was just giving me a 1-3 for fun. Besides Kazuri, he could have given me a 1-3 at any time. That play is odd. Odd, I say. The punish to trying to dome bust him is like Spirit Lash. But I think we're in a not terrific spot, so I'm gonna try and dome bust him.
Right away.
I found it first.
We have 10 damage. Maybe we get there. Going wide on the board is vulnerable to Dragonfire Potion, so by not trading while going wide, you can kind of play around Dragonfire Potion. It's like a pseudo play around, you know?
I must consider.
He's digging for an answer. He's playing Dragonfire Potion. You just happen to have Arcane Intellect. So we played around that about the best we could, which is nice. Because you like it when you play around things about the best you could. Frostbolt. That's not a Frostbolt. So, hopefully he doesn't have Anduin. Both of our plays play into Anduin. Sometimes we draw a Lich card, King, that wins us the game, though. This does not. Well, he has Anduin. So we're probably not going to win. But this combo is kind of nice. We can get a 7-7 that they can't hit. Might be able to get us there. Free 7 damage, man.
I'm late. I'm late.
I don't know if I even want to play Mirror Entity because then he can drop a Doomsayer into it. So I think I just ping Phase. Most of his minions are pretty crummy anyway. He'll just be able to play it and then kill the Mirror Entity image. And we can hold back the secret to activate Medivh Valet if we top deck it, which could be good. Oh man, don't Shadow Vision's a Mind Blast. Oh shit. That's gonna make it tough to kill him. He's at 30.
We hunger for vengeance.
We can make his hero power deal 3 to us. That, if we're gonna win this game, we gotta lethal him next turn. So, 9, 10, 17. If we launch all the burn, 9 plus. That's 10, 17. We need 6. So Fireland's ping. I think that's best odds.
Job's done.
We need 7. I can't count. Pretty sure if we play Hydra, we are 100% dead. This way, we're only 99.9% dead. Which turns out is the same thing as 100. Yeah, should have killed the clerk. And the one punish was if he has Wild Pyromancer Circle. Unfortunately for us, he had Wild Pyromancer Circle. Okay. But in the instance where he doesn't, we gain 4 damage. He did keep a lot of cards, though. Alright, he still has Druid and Warlock, which are the decks we want to hit with this mage. So I think it's okay to just re-queue the mage and beat up on some Druids and Warlocks. It does really well versus those decks, which is nice.
Jaina versus Malfurion.
So Manworm, Arcanologist, Kirin Mage.
You asked
That's a
for it.
Kirin Mage, so that's good. Hopefully we find a Manworm or an Arcanologist. Not good. Last time we were in this situation, we just top decked the right answers that we needed, though, so sometimes you still get there. Oh man, we have the highest cost card in our deck again. You know, opening hand again. It's not good. Well, we can do that.
We have many secrets.
I was tempted to try and save the coin for the Lich King, but I think that's not usually the best idea. We want to be getting pressure on faster and being able to threaten lethal before that time rolls around most of the time against this deck. Or at least slow him down. This way we can kill the Fandral. No Nourish? Nourish is still, like, super painful if he has it. He just swipes me in the face to test for counterspells. Now he knows that it's Spellbender. He didn't want his Jade Idol. He valued a 1/1 more than 4 damage to my face, which makes sense. Well, we drew all of a burn and only our 8 drops again. The second time, double Fireball, Lich King, Firelance Portal in my hand at the same time. It's a bummer.
Golems are a girl's best friend.
There's only one real direction we can take this hand, and that is to launch everything into... Well, now we have the option to try and trade things. 6, 12, 15, 18, 19, 20, 25. If we sneak in a few pings, we'll just get there. So I think we're launching.
You are on fire. Right away.
Can he even Frostbolt his face this turn? So he maybe can't hero power. Like, he might be thinking about trying to hero power this turn to kill my 2/3. Now we just need to make sure he doesn't draw the Death Knight, because that'll give him enough armor to outlast this burn plan. Man, that's unfortunate. Well, that counteracts everything that we were trying to do. Okay. Ice Block could give us more time to find more burn.
Right away.
Might as well put damage on these things. Everything went wrong in this game. Our opening hand was bad. We tried to adapt to it, and then he happened to have the cards that are good against that plan. And we're going to be 0-2. Only the Death Knight, man. But yeah, we're never gonna be able to win when he just gains 3 every turn. It's better than Warrior Armor out. Alright, well, we'll have to win with this mage deck, and it seems to be really struggling, but I'm going to give it another shot. I've been performing really well with this deck over the last few days, so it's surprising having such a hard time there, but you know, when your opponent goes Wild Growth Fandral and you go pass, 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 you know, you can struggle a little bit. But that's okay. We're usually pretty good versus Warlock. We even have, like, late game removal like Meteor that can help out against the Giants and such. And we're marking out just Kirintor Mage. Give me the good cards. We'll probably win this game. Oh man, he's not even... He's Zoo! Oh no. My deck is terrible versus Zoo. I just got. I want to save the coin for Meteor, so I'm just going to ping this guy next turn, I think. This deck sucks for Zoo. We got outplayed in the lineup selection phase, dude. And we drew Lich King again! It's such a great card in turn, like, 8 or 9. It's really bad on turn 1 and 2. Well, Fireball is the only playable option I see here. Whoa. Elemental Zoo, dude.
An incredible discovery.
Is this Zoo at all? This might be some, like, slow Warlock deck. Either way, he's not aggressing me very much, so I want to try and set up good board states to swing back on the board.
When Earth moves, empires fall.
This Lich King might be good after all. Because his deck is going slow. Crazy flaming mid-range control Warlock thing.
How long can this go on? How long can this go on?
With Serenite Chain Gang. Damn, dude, we low rolled the Firelance portal too. That's unlucky. A 3-2 is not the worst, but it's close to one of the worst. Well, I think we're dead. Hey, wait. We're definitely not winning in this spot.
to do? What to do?
Man, I was hoping he wouldn't think it's Mirror Entity, because I know he's got a Flame Elemental.
Flames consume you.
Get it out! Get it out!
Unleash me.
His meteor positioning is so good. Well, we're live at 2, maybe. This deck never wins versus Zoo. It's really good versus Control Warlock. I thought he had Control Warlock in his lineup. I didn't realize it was the Zooey thing. And again, the reason why this is bad against this deck, just like how it's bad against Rogue, is I play 2 counter spells and 2 spellbenders, and they play 0 spells, so it's very difficult. Because most of my cards do nothing. But we're good versus the Druid still. And we're pretty good versus the Priest with it, so I think Potato Mage is fine. Well, let me see. How does that Zoo interact with me? I think I might just... I'm going to ban the Zoo because I don't know what it is. It's good against my lineup, but I'm afraid of it. It beats up on my Druid, my Mage, and my... I don't know how it does against these two. It's the X Factor. I'm scared and afraid. Alright. So, I don't know. I really need to get a win with this Mage and restore my faith in Jaina. Because that was a train wreck, man.
Jaina versus Anduin. The light shall bring victory.
You asked for it.
This will go well. You didn't even keep anything, so we're in a great shape. No Current to our Mage, but not bad still. Just playing a Secret on turn 3, then following up with 5-Faps. Pretty sweet.
An incredible discovery.
He doesn't have the coins, so counter spells is pretty good, but... Oh, wow. I hit the curve.
Many secrets.
I can't do that.
He knows I have another secret, though. Because counterspell is the one from Arcanologist, right?
Embrace the void.
Stop this. Oh, he's not going with the circle? Okay. I was going to be like, we stopped that. That's good. we're gonna kill that. Because I don't want him to be able to play a spell and then play a circle. So we're gonna shut that down right away. Yeah, that could be a bummer for us.
Is someone injured?
And then we're about to double juice, super boost this mana worm. This mana worm goes to the gym. He lifts. Lifts both weights. Left, right, left, right. Just pumping that iron. Pumping them glyphs. He's setting up Dragonfire Potion next turn, or is he answering the Mana Worm somehow? I think he's setting up Dragonfire. Oh no, not the silence! But oh, the Spellbender stops the silence! So he can death. Okay. Mana Worm's still there, man. Mana Worm's still kicking it. We got a lot of resources out of him, but we still need to kill him. Alright, let's start with the right hand. I mean, we're gonna keep lifting. Okay, okay. I'm leaving the cleric alive. Last time I lost when I did it. But I can't trade my 8-3. It's beautiful. Mana Worm is jacked. He just used to death, dude. How's he gonna stop this? He needs, like, Holy Smite Spirit Lash. I mean, like, what's this cleric really gonna do? Turns out, pretty much. Alright, I don't really want to play Bittertide Hydra because of Anduin, right? Or do I? We only lose the game to Anduin. We can get 2-3 out there too. I mean, it's in my deck because I play it, you know? It's not in my deck not to play it. Alternatively, we could cycle Arcane Intellect looking for Firelands Portal and additional burn options. You may still have to play Anduin regardless. He hasn't cycled any cards, so I'm just gonna jam it. It's pretty hard for me to get a read on what his hand is. He's been using almost all of his mana constantly. But if he doesn't have exactly Anduin here, he loses. And that's a good spot to put your opponent in with 20 cards left in their deck, or 18.
Excuse me, you are on fire.
Alright. 2 Fireballs in deck, 2 Firelands Portals in deck, a Frostbolt, and a Medivh's Valet in deck. Almost all of our burn is remaining. So, it's not too shabby. We get a 3-3. Which is the bee's knees. Things are turning around in this game. Well, still push another 2. 5, 6, 4 away.
I found it first.
Well, he's already used all of his healing except Priest of the Feast, and he doesn't have too many cheap spells to combo with Priest of the Feast. So we may be able to ping him down before he kills us. Unless he high rolls us with Lyra. But we get Lyra too. Ish. So he has to answer that before he can really start cycling spells. Spellbender's gonna shut that down. He has to trade his 3/3 in and ping, and then he's taking 5/6, going down to 1. So don't tell me he got Binding Heal first spell! Oh my god, that's the only one he can play with the mana that he has too. Ah. Why is the game so evil to me? Game, all I want you is to love me. Alright, Fireball's still lethal with or without the pings. The ping's not too necessary. I'd rather get the 4/3 in play.
Shadowy thoughts.
Mind if I roll knee?
At least he didn't draw a Raza. Any burn spell, man. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 burn spells in here out of 12 cards. We're getting closer, I can feel it. And this Arcanologist has really been putting in a lot of work. Alright, we have double Firelands Portal, double Fireball, Medivh's Valet, and Frostbolt. The Medivh's Valet doesn't work. So we have Frostbolt, double Firelands, double Fireball. 5 out of 11. I think we'll get there, man. We also have Lich King, which wins us the game. I'll count that. So 6 out of 11. Cabal Crystal Runner's not bad, so like... And Hydra's really good. So we have 8 out of 11 good draws. And then Arcane Intellect's really good, so we have 9 out of 11 good draws. The only bad draw in my deck is Medivh's Valet and Mana Worm. Every other draw in my deck, I'm very happy. So 9 out of 11 are amazing.
At last.
No, don't get armor off Kazakis. Why? You already healed for 12. You already played the Death Knight. They heal more. You already high rolled a healing spell off Lyra to still be alive at this moment. Because if he was 5 health lower, I would kill him with Frostbolt.
The shadows grow short. Shadowy thoughts.
Not armor. Oh, now you get the burn. Now you decide to show up. And you're probably gonna roll the heal bot thing that heals him too, right? Oh shit, actually we high rolled the hell out of that. Alright. Things work out. Is it worth protecting with my Frostbolt or saving my Frostbolt to kill him though? I think it's worth protecting. It most likely connects, I think. And if 2-1 connects, we still just need a Fireball, so I think it's okay. We did it. Oh god. We may not have done it yet. Raza allows him to probably clear this, doesn't it? Alright. Our remaining cards in deck are Fireball, Fireball, Firelands Portal, Bittertide Hydra, Crystal Runner, Arcane Intellect, Frostbolt, Medivh's Valet. As long as we do not draw Medivh's Valet, we'll have a powerful play. So 8 out of our 9 remaining cards are good for us. And in theory, he has no healing left. He may run 1 copy of Binding Heal, I guess. but I don't think he does, because he's running Lyra and other cards. Oh, he has that card. I forgot about that card. I did not play around that card appropriately. Uh-oh. If I didn't play the Mana Worm, he'd be at 4 and Frostbolt would be lethal. I almost tossed this game because I forgot Spirit Lash was a thing. Ooh. My Firelight Portals were lit, dude. On the board, the Mage deck that last time got swept takes the first W of the series. Now we have the Rogue and the Druid, because he banned my Priest. Go get him, Druid.
Malfurion versus
And we're gonna want to draw a ramp, as we are a Druid.
I must protect the wild.
Jade Idol is still pretty good just to play on 1, just to start the ramp going, but it's not nearly as good as just having ramp. Honestly, against Priest, which is a slower deck, where we don't need that as much, I want to just find the ramp. I think my win rate will increase more if I have Wild Growth than if I have Jade Idol. I don't know how much Jade Idol really does, so I'm more looking for Wild Growth Mire Keeper side of things, especially since I run double Mire Keeper. I should always have at least one ramp card when I FOMO. Not always, but you know, pretty close. Hey, we got the idol back anyway.
Mind if I roll need?
The land serves me. Job done.
Embrace the void.
Your magic shall not save you.
I guess I think I just cycle this. It's interesting. Him being only at 4 mana though, he can't really utilize the hero power of this too well on this board. I'm not too upset about it.
A worthy disciple.
Mage.
I'm hoping that this can disallow him from doing a summoning Kazakis potion, so he can't fall super far behind on tempo. Okay. Not the worst case for us in the world. It's hard to predict what Kazakis potion they get, but if he gets like a summoning one there, he could potentially like outboard us really hard. And I was slightly afraid of that. I don't know if he has Potion of Madness or not, so it's kind of tricky to go at the poison So I really just want to go with the taunt because it's just safe and I feel like I'm in an advantageous position at the moment.
I must consider.
I run Doomsayer.
Blessed be this funnel cake.
I don't really want to add more idols to my deck till we find ultimate. So I kind of just want to flood Jade crap.
I must consider.
He runs only Nova?
Is someone injured?
No, he's doing something else. Circling. Them cards too. Uh-oh. That's not good. When Priest draws all the cards, they kill you. We do a similar thing when we draw all of our cards. We might be able to start healing every turn and outlast the damage of his deck. I don't remember seeing a Mind Blast. That's an interesting approach idea. Ooh, I definitely want to play that though. For now, he doesn't even have Raza, so... I don't know, maybe I just go for it. Try and armor out him. He's not freeze mage though, like, it's probably better just to develop. It's kind of interesting to think about when that might be an option though. Like, as we're at 35, if we start armoring every turn, we could get outside of range. But he's already played Anduin, so like, I think if we just make Massive Jades, we'll kill him. I think that's the more consistent route at this point.
Darkness speaks to me.
So they said that you can't out-armor Priest. Well, maybe not as Druid, I guess. It is very possible to out-armor Priest as other classes. For example, Control Warrior can out armor Priest, like the N'Zoth Warrior variant, but they of course have the N'Zoth, which brings back 4 of the 3 mana 4/3 gain 6 armor guys. You get 24 for each N'Zoth, so they gain an extra 50 armor out of nowhere, you know.
Darkness speaks to me.
And like since he doesn't have Raza, there's definitely a possibility that I could out armor him. But with my hand having all of these Jade cards, I don't think there's any reason to take a risky strategy when the main strategy should just work. Because these are green. I do think we should evaluate this though. Because this might be worth armoring it. But since I have the double swipe, I'm really tempted to go face. I'll probably just go face. I think I'm thinking too much on stuff that doesn't matter.
Shadowy thoughts. Shadowy thoughts.
Surrender your
Found the Raza.
Shadows grow short.
Eight plus 11 is almost lethal. But it is not.
a tangled web.
I guess I don't really mind drawing more Jade Idols now.
Behold the rage of the Firelands.
Death is eternal. My turn is not.
Pretty sure you can't kill me, right?
Light and rot.
Uh-oh. Lyra shenanigans, man. That's how we're gonna lose this game. He's got a plan. And horror? We didn't heal. He's gotta get some healing in there somewhere.
The shadows grow short.
Alright, 2-0.
Proves nothing.
Getting it. Don't diggity. And this is the deck that I think has the most favorable matchups against his lineup. We got the Rogue going in. So that's pretty feels good, man. Most close to favorable anyway.
Valera versus Anduin. The light shall bring victory.
Watch your...
So in this matchup, we want to try and find things like Cobalt Scalebane and Karen Bloodhoof in the mid to late game and close out after producing a nice chunky board with Fireflies, deckhands, and such. Deckhand's probably not something we want, actually. Something slightly chunkier. Swashbuckler's less stats, so it's not as sharp, but it's a little chunkier because you add cards to your hand. Am I okay with pulling patches now? It gives us enough power to kill Cleric. Plays into Potion of Madness. So it's got ups and downs with that. We can get another 1-1, or we can save it for later game value. I think we want to use it to fill in our curve when we hit a blank, because we're going to hit a blank with Bone Mirror and Leroy Jenkins in our hand. They're exceptionally slow cards. That's your boy. Good. These minions seem like something we do want to play. Vulnerable to Spirit Lash, but other than that, I think it's pretty okay. We're missing our dagger up. I'm not too worried about that. He didn't Galactic Crawler us, so I'm happy about that. That's always a fun way to lose the game. Okay. It's like a soft punish. It's not a big punish. I do not mind the Spirit Lash all that much. Since we have some way to spend our mana, I'm going to use it. I think this is better than using the Forbidden Shaping. I can use the Forbidden Shaping next turn. He probably doesn't have another Spirit Lash and is all one-up deck, so, you know, we chillin'.
Blessed be this funnel cake.
Dark Reaper's a fine enough minion. Play into Shadowward Horror by not trading. That's okay, because trading's really bad. So I think we have to disrespect the possibility of Shadowward Horror.
Is someone injured?
Man, these circle of healing stuff. Guy gets Northshire Cleric Circle every game. Draw 3. That's brutal. Hopefully it doesn't draw anything good. Well, that flipped on its head pretty quick.
Here we go.
Hopefully he doesn't have Holy Smite for this 6th one. There's not too many ways left to kill it. He's already used Spirit Lash. At least inexpensive ways. Ooh, Kazak's 1 mana potion could get the job done really well. was a good Kazakus potion.
Surrender your will to the
Maybe he doesn't have Shadow or Death. Even then, I'm not sure how I win. We needed like Vile Spine Slayers a long time ago. If he has no Anduin, no Shadow or Death, maybe there's a chance. We could always just Swashbuckler Anduin, then Shadow Step it and Swashbuckler Raza. And then draw our one-ofs.
I must consider.
I hope you like my invention. Pass me that arc light scanner.
No death, that's good. He's trading. It's also good. That's pretty sweet. Then we get a bunch of priest cards, or we could take a value trade and re-bone mare this thing. Costs 2 less, so it costs 5 to play bone mare. I think I'd rather bone mare this. I don't know, this plays into Anduin way harder. This might have just been dumb. But my idea here is if he has Anduin, we're screwed anyway because he has the Raza already up and a fistful of cards. And we're in no good position. So if he has Raza on 5, Anduin on 8, you know, them's the beats. So this works out, he didn't have it. And we can deny some card draw to make it less likely for him to find it. And then we can go for the 10-drop. We want to get a 10-drop and we want to high roll the 12-12 cannot be targeted is the best one for this matchup. Because they can't Shadow or Death it. You can still Anduin it, but, you know. What are you going to do? Uh-oh. I mean, take that Radiant Elemental. Oh, man, not the potion. He took his card draw back.
Obey. Let me change your mind. Here we go.
I guess I want to keep this around.
Here we go.
We'll heal back to full with the Prince anyway. Alright, we were able to hold on to the Vile Spine Slayer. We just need a card to combo it. Oh, come on! God damn it, dude. And it's still gonna kill one of my guys now. If you got anything else... Oh, we have to combo with the Vile Spine Slayer. That's a bummer. Now we're gonna have less of those. Okay, at least it didn't kill Prince.
Here we go.
At least we did draw a card we could combo with. We could have gotten really screwed and drew second Bone Mare. But then if we draw a second Bone Mare, we just jam it on Prince and trade up. So I think second Bone Mare is better for us. I think that's the worst one. Because you kind of have to waste that resource, unfortunately.
Not all wonder.
And now that he sees that we had to waste that resource, he's tempo belloning. Alright. Yog's not very good.
Here we go.
20 life to work with. Alright, he found Anduin. We're screwed. There's no way we're doing 29 in time. Hey, here's our late game. Terrific.
Here we go.
Why not 8 drop? Because they're worse than 10 drops. I think I might have been able to go for a 9 and be a little better and keep my 3-4 alive. Face tank the thing, cold blood, and then I lose my cold blood. So I could have went for a 9 and lost cold blood and kept him at 3-4 alive, which might have been stronger. Oh yeah, we have to play the same deck again. Did you actually ban Zoo?
Valera versus Valera.
Alright,
Watch.
the Rogue Mirror.
I always do.
These are the cards we don't want to draw. So make note of that. Wow, we get them all back. Okay. This could kind of work. The curve goes to 7, stopping at Bone Mare, so it's unfortunate to have both of those in our opening hand. But we still have a 1-drop, and we still have Shock of the Collector, so we got plays. Ooh, Swashbuckler, the sweet card. So Vilespine might be able to help us make it to those Bone Mare turns. There's a chance here. Especially with Shadow Step and Vilespine.
Truth is found.
Oh. Well, we have a game plan.
The Brotherhood kills the
Turn 2 8-8. What up? We have a 3-4-5. Not the greatest 3-4-5 in the world. This is literally a Chillin' Yeti with alternate art. Or does it actually refresh? It probably refreshes them to different rogue spells. Should be kind of cool. Kitty, what's up? Cat is confused. Alright, well, this is the best draw in my deck. Feels fortunate, man.
Lapdogs. All of you.
This guy's
It's
tough.
still expensive for him to kill that, so I'm pretty okay. We did weaken its stats by pushing through the Tar Creeper, but it felt reasonable. I guess I don't want to change the backstab into anything. I'd like to use it and just maintain pressure with it. Protect my capital. I could have held the backstab, but I think this shuffles it into a different spell. And it might not be a backstab anymore. And if it's not a backstab any longer, then it won't work with the Biospine. Which is my justification for saving it. In before Coin Bone Mare, man.
I give up.
Got there. We are on the scoreboard. Defeated the young savage. Amnesiac. Defender of deck credits everywhere. There needs to be like a background box to this scoreboard. Let me hit up some paint really quick and draw a background for this. Just MS Paint. Just make a little white square maybe. This will do. File, save it. I didn't even draw anything. And then let me make this scoreboard all fancy like. Wait, but then you guys can't see the screen there. Oh no. Is that... That's probably going to be intrusive, isn't it? Maybe if I lower the font size a little bit. I don't know. It's a beautiful painting. How do I add opacity to it? Or whatever. Opacity. Image to. Let's see. I don't think I can do that. Properties. No. Filters. Effect filters. Add filter. Add what? Do I want a chroma key? No. Color correction. Image mask slash blend. Is that what we want? Mask slash bend. Let's see what that did. Did that do anything? That didn't appear to do anything. Literally no effect. Interesting. Alpha mask channel? I don't know any of these words, man. Painting is too hard. I don't think I can do what you guys said.
Jaina versus Malfurion.
I must protect the one.
I'm pretty sure I can't do it with paint. A white outline on the font. We got a thinker on the team. That's not even painting though, that's like typography. We're upgrading from painting to typography. Okay, there we got a background color, background opacity, vertical alignment. There has to be an outline. That's the font color. We got manworm archaeologist thing. Outline, here we go. Boom. I don't know if that actually does look better or not. The outline feature on this program is garbage. Maybe I'll reduce the outline size to 1 maybe. Maybe that looks better. But it looks just choppy, honestly. I've seen kindergarten students outline better than this program. But it is more readable. I don't know if that's a good thing. Try blend mode screen with gray box, not white. Make it black outline. Okay. Black outline we can do. I don't know what the other guy's talking about with blendy boxes. Alright, we're gonna play Glyph because it increases our mana worm's power and gives us options. Polymorph is the most useful. Can I do that? I don't know if I can. Oh, here we go. Oh, much better. That looks nice. That looks nice. Look at that. Doesn't look as good on the red, but it looks fantastic on the green. Very nice.
What to do? What to do?
Well, we're probably gonna lose. Our hand's been awful. But we do have a Hydra against Druid, which is insane. And his hand hasn't been super exciting. It's been moderately exciting. This Innervate's exciting. That's just in his deck, guys. But we don't run 4-drops because we're supposed to have played a secret, and so Cabal Crystal Runner is supposed to be our 4-drop. But we have not played a secret. Things have went awry. But his Jades are small. We're gonna play Hydra, and then we're gonna try and protect it with Meteors.
Golems are a girl's best friend.
That kills our Hydra. I'm less inclined to play the Hydra now, but I probably still should. Maybe we can't outvalue him. He's used both Jade Idols, so he can't go infinite. Can we kill all of the Jades? How big do the Jades get when we polymorph? Jade Idol, Jade Blossom, Jade Spirit, Jade Behemoth, and the original Eye above. We need to kill a 9/9. We have 2 Meteors, so we can kill 9/9, 8/8, and then we can Fireball Ping a 7/7. In theory, it is potentially possible to kill all of the Jades. Maybe one of our best bets at finding success in this match.
I wonder.
These Hydras are really counterproductive for the kill all of his things plan. But I'm trying to set up a situation where if maybe he whiffs, we can play Hydra and have it set up a really nice clean trade. We're not going to outvalue that. This whole plan is fucked because he has a Medivh in his deck. Didn't expect that one. Well, back to aggression. It wasn't a good plan to begin with. We're just trying to make the best of what we got. When you draw double Hydra, double Cabal Crystal Runner, double Meteor, Fireball, you try your best, but you don't succeed. Wah. Alright. I don't want to remake all these text features, so I'm going to see if I can copy There we go. Copy.
Versus Valia.
Paste.
Watch your back. You asked for it.
Honestly, with how much we piped this up, we can't just go aerial anymore. We gotta really get fancy with it. We need like a new font upgrade. We're gonna go Frankenruhili. Very fancy. Alright, Manowar market now, I just cure Mage. I don't really like this font. It's too, I don't know, pointy. Whoa, looks all robot-y. Why is that one so small? Looks like a really old RPG game font. We have a 2-drop with the Primordial Glyph, so I feel okay coining this out here just to contest his minion. And stop the population of minions. Nobody can read this.
Truth is found in death.
I don't mind that one. That one's pretty cool. He has Prince again. My opponents always have Prince on 2, dude. Your entity is strongish against his deck. He still has the guy, so it's not as strong, but he's gonna use that on this secret, and then maybe we can accomplish some things.
We have many secrets.
Job done.
Helvetica is the most bland font ever. Okay, we'll rock some Helvetica. There was a Netflix documentary on Helvetica a while ago. There's no search bar for fonts, which is annoying. No one else peruses the font collection? There's no Helvetica font. They don't have it, man. I have to install a custom font if I wanted to rock that font. The Helvetica font documentary is pretty good. What could they possibly talk about? It's like a 2-hour documentary on a font. There's also multiple versions of Helvetica. Does the documentary go into detail on all of them? The fuck is this font? This font just killed it. This font's broken in OBS. I found a broken font in OBS. Someone should tell the developers. Firebat's like the disguised toast for OBS fonts. Alright, we're 01. That's what I was updating. He has played the man, so our thing is good. It's going into his turn 5, where he wants to play the Bittertide Hydra, and we're going to try and disable that from coming down. He's going to top deck a Swashbuckler because he is the young savage, and he's going to shut down all of our beautiful planning.
Let's dance. I'm in charge.
He's navigated all the secrets. A true champion of might. Gotta be very sneaky. I think we should ping this. Acts like we're gonna ping it again next turn. Kind of throw the scent off the trail here. He don't know. It's rabbit season. Go fish.
Mother is near.
No, don't value trade my shit. No, why are you trading? Go face again. How did he know? He's a god. He knew the blizzard. He knew it was coming. He had a read, man. This guy's good. I don't know how he figured out that I had an AoE. I guess he just assumed that after the glyph, if it's a glyph card that I take and don't play, it has to be an AoE. Maybe. It's a bold read.
Flames consume you.
Haha! We got a taunt. Killing him.
When Earth moves, empires fall.
Still dying.
An incredible discovery.
We might be able to turn the table on this one. Something small. Something not good. Shatter. Fuck, dude.
Empires fall.
I was so close. Got a chance. Dragons. Slay is now hosting you for 1,225 viewers. Hey, what's going on, Slay boys? Okay. Those trades are smart. Can't really afford not to play this, and I can't afford to play it. It's not a good spot to be. Oh man. 0-2. Looks like Amnesiac is just gonna sweep the mage, man. Maybe this mage deck sucks. It's been most of all of my losses. Oh, whoa. Both the fonts are changing. That's kind of cool. I didn't even know that was a thing. But it's not very helpful because that one's a 3-1 victory. And now it turned into an 0-2. How do I make that not be a thing? Okay, I see. There's like a duplicate and a reference thing going on here. words. Alright. Let's just lose this last game with Potato. Call it a night, dude. If I lose this last game with Potato, then I'm out of here. I am conceding to the kid, but
Jaina versus Anduin.
The light shall bring
last time we won against the priest with this. Modified Mana Worm, Arcanologist, and Character Mage. When we found those 3 cards, we won. All the other times where we had Lich King in our hand and multiple Fireballs and 2 Meteors and 2 guys that only work with secrets and no secrets, we lost. No 1-drop. That's okay. There's only 2 1-drops in the deck. But it would be nice to draw them. Here we go. We're going to get there. These are all awful. I'm going to take Mana Bind because it's a secret. And we're playing Secret Mage. So it increases some of our top decks. You know, get Medivh Valet involved. Stuff like that starts being good. I'm going to start off with a counter spell though. Because it costs 3, the other guy costs 1.
Consider.
Well,
quickly.
we tried our best. He beat my 6 mana with 1 mana. That's impressive, sir.
I'm late. I'm late.
I don't know what we're gonna do with the Shadow of Death, but we might get one.
I must consider.
Will Amnesiac be upset with you for wasting his time? I don't think so. We're 1-1 right now in total game score. So that's pretty good, man.
Is someone in
I don't think you're gonna go 1-1 with someone and they're gonna tell you that you're wasting their time. But also, I don't know why I'm answering troll questions. Call me why? Just subscribe to the Batcave team thing, man. Appreciate the support.
quickly?
I mean, when your hand is Fireball, Fireball, Frostbolt, you probably don't trade with a 1-3.
At last, a worthy
Don't get freeze. That happens for sure. That happens for sure. That happens for sure. The rest of it's a little up in the air, but I think it's probably pink. Alright. I think he is fairly certain we may have a Fireball in our hand. We just need to dodge his gain 12 spell and we're good to go. If he's using gain 12, he can't kill the Hydra. If he's using Spirit Lash, he could potentially have top deck death and still kill the Hydra. We now have a silence. Okay, good. Hydra gets to connect again. It's your boy. It's the Hydra. We can also silence the Hydra potentially, but I see no reason to. We want to save it for freeze effects off the Kazakus potion.
May the carrot guide you.
You have been.
Hydra Man, push his face whenever he can. Hydra Man. Alright, we're in it. We got a chance. A W may be near. How did I blonde? What are you talking about?
Anduin.
I have brown hair, dude. I've had brown hair all my life.
Bring victory.
I must protect the wild.
Maybe you have that, like, that setting on Twitch actually hit. Alright, we have a bunch of ramp and Fandral. That shit's good. Is there money in this Firebat? There's no money involved in this whatsoever.
Is someone injured?
Just a casual game between players. Between casual. I was gonna say casual players, but then I was like, Amnesiac might be offended if I called them a casual in that, and that's not what I meant. I meant it's just like a chill game with nothing on the line. It's so difficult to not offend anybody. But it's just a casual game. There's nothing on the line. Not saying that the people playing it are or not casual, but overall, this isn't going great. It's not going particularly bad. It's not particularly good. Oh, we could do the armor up thing this game. Like, I could rush this out and just spam armor up. I've never done it before. I'm interested to try it, actually, though.
The land serves me.
I don't know if it's a good strategy, but it's kind of a meme strategy.
At last.
My God.
Disciple.
We're gonna try and tank up Druid him. Hopefully he doesn't draw Raza immediately, because then this is not gonna work. It might be better to do. No, we're gonna try. I'm gonna go for it. I guess I'm gonna jam Poison and hope he doesn't have Potion of Madness. What are the odds, right? I'm gonna try and tank up every single turn for the rest of the game and see if we can out armor him. Just for shits and giggles. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure this isn't the best strategy, but it's fun.
I wonder.
considering.
Yeah, man, don't worry. He doesn't run Nova in his deck, but he does have one Potion of Madness. So, there's some concern of that, but
Not too quickly.
it's no big deal. Spider-Man's getting value. Ish. That still wasn't good for me. We honestly need to control the board before we can start armoring up every turn. I think limiting card draw is more important than stopping the Radiant Elemental for now. Tank up Druid, we can do it. The plan. We're only down 2 games, and if we lose this, we lose. It's just the perfect time to employ very risky strategies. You just use Pain, so Doomsayer's live, man. Doomsayer is lit. Spreading Plague is good. I want a Spreading Plague Doomsayer, but then I miss a tank up. I think we probably should miss a tank up. It's okay. We'll tank up afterwards. I can't just let this board keep punching me in the face. That defeats the purpose of the tank ups. So we gotta get bored, then tank up. We can't, you know, they were.
I hope you like my invention.
We don't have a paddle.
Pass me that arc light spanner.
Good. Now we can start tanking up. So we get this board control going on. Make that guy out there. He wants to Dragonfire this already, so I think we hold back the Jade Idol. Alright, we're tanking up. 28. Boom. You ever seen Druid with armor like this before? It's insane.
We hunger for vengeance.
Holy God. It feels really dumb not to kill that. Feels really dumb not to kill that. Fancy Brylan just subscribed. Welcome to Batcave Team Thing, man. Appreciate the support. Amnesiac's probably confused as hell at the fact that I just armored up right there. Wow. That's an aggressive tempo play. I really don't want to tank up. I really don't want to tank up. Guys, do I really? I don't have to. I'm not taking up every turn. Shit. When he tempo Lyras, sometimes you don't gotta tank up, man. Like, I would have tempoed up, but like, tempo to Lyra. It was a good time to shuffle. We got ultimate in our hand. We missed 2 tank ups so far. 2 out of 4. We missed 50% of the tank ups. But he's tempo Lyraing me, man. You know, sometimes there's a reason not to tank up. Okay. I'm sure once we draw 5 more cards, we'll have so much extra mana that we can tank up every time. Oh, that's better. Oh yeah. We have mana for this. Whatever I draw, I'm just tanking up. Probably could have played an 8-8 there and tried to win the game. That was definitely much stronger. How does he always get that against my druid? Twice in a row he's gotten 1 Lyra card against my druid and it's free from Amber.
I dream and the world trembles.
We can kill that. Oh man, pushing base. He sees my plan, he's trying to counter it. You can't counter the tank up. Alright, 37, here we go. These are all 3 of my Jade idols. Yeah.
Do you like to play with fire?
So, since I have all of the idols, all the cards in my deck are pretty bad, huh? But we should probably just shuffle 1 and start making these. I need to save the swipes for the big guy, Velen. I guess I could silence Velen. Yeah, we'll figure Velen out when that time comes. I do know one thing though, tank it up. We have silence for Velen. We just silence taunt. Cool, no Raza still.
Blessed be this funnel cake.
9 mana 9/9s are not good. Alright, I have Swipe Wrath now for Velen, so that's handy.
The land serves me.
Your magic shall not save.
Maximum draw slowage.
Your victory proves nothing.
Boom! Even the score! The comeback kid. tank up, Druid. Y'all doubted the tank ups. You guys didn't see. Tank up was going the distance from the beginning. Alright, now let's just high roll in with this crazy rogue deck, man. We got Karen in here to help us out against that priest. So we got the tech. We got the tech. This is a matchup we're targeting. This is what we want. Everything looks good. Let's draw well, win game.
Watch.
Tarkreeper's not the best offensive minion. Swash is like better than deckhand. We don't need this many one drops. We need Kobo Scalebane. Hell yeah. My hand is there's so much justice in it.
Is someone injured?
Oh. Okay. Next turn we can coin out the captain, pulling patches as a 2/2 and get the value trade. Clean that bad boy up. The sad part is we have to utilize coin so that we cannot access coin Scalebane, which is sad. Holding onto these one drops for the Edwin could be good. If he deaths my Scalebane, we can make Giant Edwin.
Embrace the void.
Oh, that's a draw. It's a tap deck. That's what you like to see. Silence out of the way for the Edwin Van Cleef.
Surrender your will to the cabal.
So, I don't want to play Scalebane because it'll just die. I want to play something that doesn't die. And we can kind of punish the fact that he has no silence. Get this 6/6 out of here. Doesn't die to Dragonfire Potion. Forces the death. Then once he deaths that, we jam the Scalebane. And then he's in real true move. That's the plan. And then we follow up with these bad boys. This guy doesn't die to Dragonfire Potion. So if he deaths this, can't Dragonfire Potion this. And then we, you know, win the game, hopefully. So there's the death. Now he can't death this, and we're good. And the death came from the far left of his hand, meaning it can't be the Shadow Visions card. So this is just beautiful. I'll hold this. Well, we might be able to actually exhaust out the Anduin, but hopefully he just doesn't have it, because this guy buffs something and he gets to kill my other guy too, unfortunately. If he has Anduin, Prince goes down. Not so bad. No Anduin. So as long as he just doesn't draw that anytime soon, good to go.
Here we go.
Let
lethal. Woo! The comeback! And look at people who are in chat. You came here from Zalay's chat. Y'all being rude. You were like, Firebat, why are you wasting Amnesiac's time with your bad mage deck? Don't you feel bad? Blah, 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 blah. Look at this. Look at this. Scoreboard. We did it. Of course, respectful to Amnesiac, he played really well, and I was very scared that I was going to lose. But at the same time, man, when you just show up in Twitch chat, man, don't hate on the streamer, man. Sometimes they have a master plan with their lineup, and they're trying to sweep something specific that hasn't been played yet. In my case, I was really trying to sweep his priest, and it had not been played yet. And then we sweeped the priest. 3-0 that priest. Bada boom, bada bang. So, that's why my decks were performing subpar in the other matchups, is because the plan was to go up against the priest. And still have a chance at the other matchups, but mainly focus on the priest. You know, tank up druid, part of the master plan. Anyway, we had a pretty good win rate today. We took down one of America's best, and we got really close to beating Dog. We lost to a turn 4 Barnes Yasharj and a turn 5 Deathwing Dragonlord from one of his other decks. So we got made really hard. Overall, pretty good day of competitive Hearthstone, man. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Appreciate the support and the viewership. I'm going to quit while I'm ahead. This is my 3rd time streaming today. So I'm kind of tired. Tomorrow I'm actually doing people are coming to my house from Blizzard and they want to like film something. I'm not really sure on all the details of it, but look forward to that coming out soon. They're gonna like ask me questions and stuff and interview me, I think. So that'll be fun. But anyway, peace out guys.